I know the whole world is watching you. At least you can see what I can see. Sometimes you have to get up really high. How small you are. I'm going home now.
In 1976, Chalio Uvita was a Thai businessman who was the original creator of Creatine Dang in 1976. And it was marketed to Thai laborers and truck drivers needing an energy boost. Essentially translates to Red Bull. But in the early 1980s, Chalio met a guy named Dietrich. And Dietrich came into contact with Chalio because he kind of fell in love with that product on that business trip because it essentially cured his jet lag, as he said. So in the early 1980s, they created a joint venture, each owning 49%, and then left 2% to Chalio's son. But Dietrich was a marketing executive for a German company that made toothpaste. So in 1987, Chalio's company was rebranded to Red Bull. Chalio maintained ownership of the production rights and of the formula, while Dietrich was primarily there for marketing, with just owner of 49% of the company. And he did a lot for the company with marketing. For starters, with the can design, he wanted the Western world to have this stand out. They created the blue and silver can to reflect a sleek and modern aesthetic, and appease to the younger crowd, which for two of my videos, the Arizona video and now this video, appeasing to the younger crowd has been so amazing for both of those companies, with appeasing to like their style of stuff. It wasn't just commercials, it was getting involved in like the sports they want, or their like that culture for that generation. So Red Bull really went with more athletic stuff, like F1. And in 2004, Red Bull purchased the Formula Team Jaguar, which this makes no sense to me. Red Bull is the joint venture is set in Austria, so it's an Austrian company. But they purchased Jaguar, which is a British company. And then they made Red Bull Racing, which is an American company, which makes no sense to me, but, you know, I just make videos. Associated with speed and precision and high performance, which works well with Max Verstappen. And with winning multiple championships, not just for Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen comes later. But Red Bull Racing won a lot of F1 championships and getting involved in a lot of extreme sports, like in 2012, Felix Baumgarten's space jump, where he jumped from the stratosphere, space. It's like the Earth's most outer layer of space, where it's technically space. And he jumped from there to jump onto the globe to set a global presence. But they also are really big in like cliff jumping and BMX and air sports. With all the flavors they did, their first flavor is very distinct. I don't like it. I like the watermelon flavor. Over the years, Red Bull has really expanded its flavor profile. I don't like the original. I like the sugar-free. I think it tastes a lot better. One of my favorite flavors is the watermelon. I think the watermelon is the best, but they also have like tropical and blue edition, which I haven't had. They also, a lot of other companies do like seasonal drinks, which is very good to like have people keep coming back and trying new stuff. Because if it's the same flavors over and over, like all year long, if all you had is one flavor, it's not going to sell as well if you have like 5 flavors and then also rotating flavors in and out. Like Starbucks does that with pumpkin spice. But recently they came out with, hang on, let me pull it up. Their white peach for summer. And then in winter they have their, what do they have in winter? It's like the vanilla berry. In terms of marketing, I think one of the best moves is their slogan, Red Bull gives you wings, which Dietmar Kotzmer worked in tandem with Dietrich I'm not gonna even. I can't even say his last name. I'm not even gonna try. Which worked with Dietrich, to come up with the slogan "Red Bull gives you wings," which is, I think, one of the best slogans because it's very attention grabbing and it's simple and it makes you feel like you can fly. In 2014, Red Bull was faced with a class action lawsuit over the slogan "Red Bull gives you wings," due to the claim that it was misleading and deceptive. Was filed by a Benjamin Catherine, a New York resident who labeled it as misleading, which is dumb. Okay, so he argued that the Red Bull gives you wings was misleading because it didn't give you an immense amount of caffeine and make you feel super energized, and that he got performance benefits out of it, which is argued because it gives you no more than a cup of coffee. Red Bull denied any wrongdoing with this, and it was supposed to be humorous and metaphorical, not literal. And they settled on a $13 million lawsuit. But they didn't change their slogan. They stand by its creative expression, which this also improved their marketing strategy to make it actually appease and to make it look like their marketing is the Red Bull gives you rings, which, I mean, dude, they do crazy stuff. I've been sick for 7 days. It's been brutal. I was going to record like 3 videos. I wrote 3 scripts for 3 videos. Coming soon in theaters near you. Because we produce nothing but cinema